It's Madden NFL 23, and we're going to look here at DeAndre Hopkins. Now over 1,000 receiving yards on the season. It's the Cardinals and the Bucs under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Cardinals in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll fake it to Connor, now Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew. This time 18. Play fake, Murray. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive INT. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And some space here. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the draw, Connor. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff, you go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it, or is it a time to be a little bit cautious? I think in this case, he feels good about his team. He should go for it.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not do it?
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, fumble recovery, touchdown for Arizona. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And he will get into the end zone, so the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course a quarterback, 23-year veteran, who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Play action. Now it's Brady. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 11-0 our score after 1. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. As his guys had opened up a very comfortable lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. At that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He completes it to Evans. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And now off to the races down the right side. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
How about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep, but he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Here's Brady to throw. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Dortch. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Murray off play action. He'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Now it's Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Murray now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he is out of bounds here. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Steps away. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the Bucs. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 40, the 30. Well, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for two, you cough it up. They almost returned it all the way to the other end for two for themselves.
You think a lecture on ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it, it's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score.
Brady now on first down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it will sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Back to throw it, Murray. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He finds Hopkins complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Brady now to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cardinals, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5 and 10. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.